Okay, I am so excited to share this new method with you. Do me a favor, when you get done, call me if you can. Text if you have to, but anyway, call me and tell me what you think about this way. Tell me if you like it this way. I think it's going to be easier and make more sense, but I want to know your opinion. Okay, so here's how we're going to do it. The answers are in yellow, and you are going to write down the answers as we go. Now, as you can see, number 1 is a very big answer, so if you want to start writing it, go ahead. So the question is, what are the 5 basic climates in the Sub-Sahara Africa? So what are the 5 basic climates in Sub-Saharan Africa? Oh my gosh, stop everything. I forgot to tell you to write at the top of your page. You can still just fit it in up top anywhere. WG for World Geo, WG 10.3. That tells me Unit 10, Lesson 3. WG 10.3. Now, number 1, the 5 basic climates. So write these down. Tropical rainforest, desert, savanna, Mediterranean, that's Mediterranean, Mediterranean. And number 5, highland, like the word high and the word land, Highland. So hopefully you've answered number 1. This is our biggest, most hardest answer, what the 5 basic climates are in the Sub-Saharan Africa. Okay, well that thing decided to jump ahead on me. And here you can actually see them. See, look, it just shows you the different areas, and those different areas we're going to learn about them have the different types of climates. And so now we're going on to number 2. The answer to number 2 is equator, so you can go ahead and start writing down equator for number 2, and I'll give you the question here in a minute. So, the equator divides the continent of Africa into half, and along each side of the equator there is a rainforest climate. So that is my question. What divides Africa in half and has a rainforest climate? And the answer is equator. So number 2, you wrote down equator. Very good. Now here's the crazy thing about this. Because Africa has this gigantic rainforest, its climate zone, its rainforest climate zone, that's on each side of the equator, actually count for the world's 2nd largest rainforest. So number 3, Africa is home to the 2nd largest blank. Fill in the blank. Africa is home to the world's 2nd largest blank. And so by now you should have wrote down for number 3, rainforest. So number 1 are the 5 climate zones, number 2 is equator, and number 3 is rainforest. If you have those down, so far you have a 100. Okay, so here we go. Now we're going to take a look at the savanna. Now look, obviously you can already see that number 4 is savanna, your answer, and number 5 is Serengeti Plain, your answer. So go ahead and start writing down your answers for number 4 and number 5. Just do me a favor and listen while you're writing. So let's talk about the savanna. Now, the savanna is where there was that one movie with that zebra from like Disney World, I think, where he wore a crazy red and like rainbow wig or whatever, and they were like some kind of circus or something, and they crossed the ocean on a boat. I don't really remember what the name of the movie was, but it was a funny movie. It was like a cartoon movie, an anime or whatever by Disney. And these animals, like there's a zebra, he's the one that wore the funny rainbow clown wig. Well, they came from the Serengeti Plain. So this is actually, the question number 4 was north and south of the tropical climate zone, which makes up a large part of the Sub-Saharan Africa, is what zone? Where the summers are very hot and the winters are very dry. What zone is that? That is the savanna. So number 4, you should have down Savanna. Now, which famous savanna plain is located in Tanzania and Kenya? Which famous plain that has the savanna climate is located in Tanzania and Kenya? And your answer should have been Serengeti Plain. So hopefully you already wrote down Serengeti Plain for number 5. Let's look at our next type of climate, the steep climate. The steep climate, I have to tell you something funny. See these rocks here in the grass? This is like a picture of a steep climate at the Sahel. And if you look at these rocks in the grass, because I have bad eyesight, I thought that was a bunch of lions laying in the grass. It's rocks. But anyway, number 6, the answer is steep. Number 7, the answer is summer. So let's first do number 6. The question is, what climate zone exists in the southern part of the continent just below the Sahara Desert? What climate zone exists in the southern part just below the Sahara Desert? Your answer should be steep. S-T-E-P-P-E. Most of the rain that occurs in this climate zone comes in which months? Number 7, what months does it rain here? Summer. Okay, you're doing great because we are almost done. We have like 3 more answers. So moving on, next we look at the desert. There are 2 very famous deserts. They have a desert climate that are in Africa, and one is located in the south. It is the Namib, and the other is the Kalahari. The Kalahari is located in the south, and the Nam Desert is located in Namibia. So it's home to the barking gecko. So I never heard of barking gecko, but I guess a barking gecko sounds like a dog. I don't know, but I have a picture of one right down here. See, there's the barking gecko. He's just a little guy. He's kind of cute when you look at his eyeballs. But anyway, the question is, which 2 deserts are part of the desert region of Africa? And the answer is the Namib and Kalahari. And so hopefully you have wrote that down for number 8, because now I'm going to change the screen so that we can get ready for the answers to 9 and 10. Da-da-da! Number 9. Along the southern coast around Cape Town is what climate? So right here's Cape Town. This is a picture of Cape Town. What climate do they have there? Number 9, Mediterranean climate. So down around the coast, the Mediterranean climate is in Cape Town. People love to visit Cape Town in Africa because you can sunbathe. They think it's really awesome. It's not too hot and not too cold. So number 9, the southern coast has the climate of number 9, Mediterranean. Okay, so hopefully you had enough time to write that down. So now, but look, it's a big word. Mediterranean. Sound like a robot. Okay, this is an interesting thing. Number 10, your final answer. What kind of climate is there in the mountains of East Africa? What kind of climate is there in the mountains of East Africa? Did you write Highland climate? Because if you did, you are finished with your answers. It is the Highland climate. And the Highland mountains have snow caps. Now, the interesting thing about that is my cousin lives in Europe on the Alp Mountains, and in the summer they go sunbathing on the ice, on the snow at the top of the Swiss Alps. And so I wondered, do they sunbathe on these snow-capped mountains in the Highlands area of East Africa? I don't know, but I'm just kind of curious. But anyway, I guess we'd have to look it up because I still don't have an answer. But I do know number 10, Highland climate. So, you have finished. And as a prize for finishing and working with me, you do not have to answer all these, because these are what you would have had to do if you didn't work with me. So anyway, And then you have to look at that, identify stuff on the map. But don't worry, you don't have to do it. So you are good with those 10 things. Do me a favor, snap me a picture, send it to me, and tell me what you thought about it, if this method worked for you, where we do the questions and answers as we go along. Because if you like this, I'll do some more this way. All right, talk to you later, bye. Oh, make sure you snap a picture of those answers and text it to me ASAP, as in immediately. Okay, thanks, bye.